ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare। Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, श्री प्रहलाद नरसिंहदेव भगवान की, श्री ताई गौर सुंदर की, पतित पावन शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। Studying from Granthras Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 1, entitled as The Activities of Maharaj Prirvata, text number 24. अथ च दुहित्रं प्रजापते विश्वक्रमण उपयेम बर्हिस्मतीं नाम तस्यां वाव आत्मजाम् आत्मसमानशीलगुणकर्मरूप वीर्योदारान् दश भाव्यां बभूव कन्यां च यवियस्मिं ऊर्जस्वतीं नाम। अत च दुहित्रं प्रजापते विश्वकर्मर उपयेमे बहिष्मतीं नाम तस्यामुहवाव आत्मजानात्मसमानशीलगुणकर्मरूपवीर्योदारान् दश भावयां बभूव कन्यां च यवीयसीमूर्जिस्वतीं नाम। अतः च दुहितरं प्रजापते विश्वकर्मर उपयेमे बहिष्मतीं नाम तस्यामुहवाव आत्मजानात्मसमानशीलगुणकर्मरूपवीर्यादारान् दश भावयां बभूव कन्यां च यवीर्यसीमूर्जस्वतीं नाम। Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada की जय। Thereafter, Maharaj Prirvata married Barhishmati, the daughter of the Prajapati named Vishwakarma. In her, he begot 10 sons equal to him in beauty, character, magnanimity, and other qualities. He also begot a daughter, the youngest of all, named Urjashwati. Purport: Maharaj Prirvata not only carried out the order of Lord Brahma by accepting the duties of government, but also married Bahishmati, the daughter of Vishwakarma, one of the Prajapatis. Since Maharaj Prirvata was fully trained in transcendental knowledge, he could have returned home and conducted the business of government as brahmachari. Instead, however, when he returned to household life, he accepted a wife also. The principle is that when one becomes a grahastha, he must live perfectly in that order, which means he must live peacefully with a wife and children. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's first wife died, his mother requested him to marry for a second time. He was 20 years old and was going to take sannyasa at the age of 24. Yet, by the request of his mother, he married. As long as I am in household life, he told his mother, I must have a wife. For household life does not mean staying in a house. Real household life means living in a house with a wife. 3 words in this verse are very significant. Uha Vava. These words are used to express wonder. Prirvata Maharaj had taken a vow of renunciation, but accepting a wife and begetting children have nothing to do with the path of renunciation. These are activities on the path of enjoyment. It was a source of great wonder. Therefore, that Priyavata Maharaj, who had followed the path of renunciation, had now accepted the path of enjoyment. Sometimes we are criticized because, although I am a sannyasi, I have taken part in the marriage ceremonies of my disciples. It must be explained, however, that since we have started a Krishna conscious society, and since a human society must also have ideal marriages, to correctly establish an ideal society, we must take part in marrying some of its members, although we have taken to the path of renunciation. This may be astonishing to persons who are not very interested in establishing their varnashrama, the transcendental system of the four social orders and four spiritual orders. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, however, wanted to establish their varnashrama. In their varnashrama, there cannot be acknowledgement of social status according to birthright, because in Bhagavad Gita, it is said that determining considerations are guna and karma, one's qualities and work. It is this Daivarnashrama that should be established all over the world to continue a perfect society for Krishna consciousness. This may be astonishing to foolish critics, but it is one of the functions of a Krishna conscious society. Om Tatsat Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Sarakaya Chakshunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yatkipatamham bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyam Ishwaram. So this was the question of Parikshit Maharaj to Sukadeva Goswami, that Priyavata Maharaj, who has taken the path of renunciation, and he was so established in that, he was doing very good. Already he had come out of that already he had come out of the worldly life very successfully, and then later why he again went back to this path of enjoyment. So there are two paths, Pravritti Marga and Nivritti Marga. See, we know that Lord Brahma appeared from the Lord Vishnu's navel, and then from Lord Brahma appeared four Kumaras, Narad Muni. So they took the path of renunciation. They did not enter into the worldly affairs, and they dedicated life completely for spiritual progress, not entering into married life. And then we know there are many sons of Brahma like Marichi, and they entered into path of enjoyment, Pravritti Marga. So these two paths are been always there from the beginning. We know this. Some of the sons of Brahma, they entered into family life, and some of them they remain unmarried. So this is all depends on a person's person's decisions, which path one is taking. So generally it is said that path of renunciation is better. Generally it is said that it is better. Of course it depends on the person to person, but generally it is better, because one can avoid lot of unnecessarily troubles, and then focus more and spend more time on the purpose of life, developing love for Krishna, going back to Godhead. So the path of renunciation is this what it is in Varnashram system. We see Grihastha, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa. So finally one come back to the same path of renunciation. So in this incident where Parikshit Maharaj is trying to, Sukadeva Goswami is trying to address Parikshit Maharaj, that actually what had happened, what was the situation. So we have already seen that actually Priyavata Maharaj was not at all interested. he's been practicing under the guidance of Narada Muni, and the situation arises as such, like Priyavata Maharaj also left. Then sorry, Uttanpada, the Priyavata Maharaj younger brother who was ruling, he left. Then his son Dhruva Maharaj, he took over. Then this, in their lineage, there many great kings came, and finally we know that how Daksha Prajapati, he appeared, and then he was also not interested, he left. So after that, the whole there was nobody to take care, and then it again, the whole responsibility turned back to Swayambhu Manu. And Swayambhu Manu, he was already old, and he was not. He wanted somebody else to take care of the responsibility of ruling all over the universe, the different planetary systems, so that the different functions in the universe goes on smoothly. But then there was nobody else who could do except Priyavata Maharaj, and he is already in the renounced order. He is in the forest. He is nicely practicing bhakti, and is not interested. So he went back and asked him, but there was no interest. Then he was thinking how to convince him. Then already he is under the guidance of Narada Muni. So he thought, and then he went and requested Lord Brahma, who is his father. And Lord Brahma, he came along with all the Vedic scriptures, personified different sages, and then he is trying to counsel Priyavata Maharaj that what is the hour of need, why he should take this responsibility. Lord Brahma, he is a Mahajana, he is a representative of the Lord, and now actually this is this order comes from Lord Brahma was as good as Lord Narayana is giving order. And Priyavata Maharaj considered it. He's contemplated this, and then finally he thought that he concluded that this is what is the best for him, to accept this as the devotional service. We can see the contrast. Brahmaji had 4 sons, and he wanted to have the progeny, and they were not interested. And then we know that Brahmaji was little angry, and then Lord Shiva appeared. But here the case was different. Lord Brahma, he is representing Lord Vishnu. He's been requested by Swayambhu Manu, and then he is coming for higher purpose. Higher purpose, the other purpose was to increase the creation, but here the purpose was to the universe. Without a proper ruler, the living entities won't be able to, they won't get a proper guidance, and they won't be they won't progress spiritually. Let me just take some reference. So the acceptance of Privata Maharaj, acceptance of Lord Brahma's order, that was on the spiritual merit, rather than worldly, just a worldly responsibility. We see here, first thing is, it's been approved by Narad Muni. Narad Muni is the spiritual master of directly spiritual, direct spiritual master of Privata Maharaj. So in this first text number 21 is mentioned that Lord Brahma was then worshipped by Manu, who respectfully satisfied him as well as he could. Privata and Narada also looked upon Brahma with no tinge of resentment. Having engaged Privata in accepting his father's request, Lord Brahma returned to his abode, Satyaloka, which is indescribable by the endeavor of the mundane mind of our words. The Sunday we heard that how Narad Muni was also happy with this decision. Narad Muni was also, with the permission of the great sage Narada, he delivered to his son the governmental responsibility for maintaining and protecting all the planets of the universe. So it was done with the permission of Narad Muni. So here we can see, it's been clearly explained. Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued, the text number 20, translation. Sri Sukadeva Goswami continued, after being fully instructed by Lord Brahma, who is the spiritual master of the three worlds. Privata Maharaj, his own position being inferior, offered obeisances, accepted the order, and carried it out with great respect. So in the purport we see Prabhupada explains this. Sri Privata was the grandson of Lord Brahma. Therefore, according to social etiquette, his position was inferior. It is duty of the inferior to carry out the orders of the superior with great respect. Privata therefore immediately said, "Yes, sir, I shall carry out your order." Privata is described as Maha Bhagavata, a great devotee. The duty of a great devotee is to carry out the order of the spiritual master, or the spiritual masters of the spiritual master in the Parampara system. As described in Bhagavad Gita, Evam Parampara Praptam, one has to receive the instruction of the Supreme Lord to the disciplic chain of his spiritual masters. A devotee of the Lord always considers himself a servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord. So, actually, Narad Muni has approved, and Brahmaji is also the spiritual master of Narad Muni. So this instruction is coming in a parampara, and Brahmaji is carrying out the instructions of Lord, and he specifically mentioned this to Privata Maharaj. And this is clear in this verse number 19. We have mentioned, Lord Brahma continued, "My dear Privata, seek shelter inside the opening in the lotus of the in the lotus feet of the Lord. Seek shelter inside the opening in the lotus feet of the Lord, whose navel is also like a lotus. Thus conquer the six sense organs, mind and knowledge acquiring senses. Accept material enjoyment because the Lord extraordinarily has ordered you to do this." So very clearly mentioned, accept material enjoyment because the Lord extraordinarily has ordered you to do this. You will thus always be liberated from material association and be able to carry out the Lord's orders in your constitutional position. So this is a very exceptional example that Privata Maharaj is coming back the path of Pravritti Marga. And why it is coming? Because Lord Brahma, he is actually Mahabhagavata, and he is carrying out the instructions of the Lord. How, when Lord Brahma was instructed by Lord Vishnu, there is no need to tell. And there is no one can actually question this. Because Lord Brahma, everybody knows that he is in direct communion with Lord Vishnu. Every time all the devas, they will go and pray to Lord Brahma. First they try with Lord Vishnu, but there will nothing work out. They will go and pray with Lord Brahma, and then Lord Brahma will heart to heart communicate with Lord Vishnu, and then he will reveal the message of Lord Vishnu to all the devas. That's how we know that devas were also assured that Lord Krishna will appear and he will protect them. And another place, Lord Vishnu revealed all the Vedic knowledge. Tene Brahma Hidaya Adikaviye. So to ask such question is just foolishness. That when and where Lord Vishnu told Brahma that Privata Maharaja. So it's been Lord Brahma himself is saying that I have been told by Lord Vishnu, this is his extraordinary order. His extraordinary order that you take this path of enjoyment and you'll come out very successfully. So when this is being ordered by the Lord, this is the higher principle, and this becomes actually the religion. Bhagwan dharmam tu sachat bhagavat panitam. So many examples we'll see. Maharaj Yudhishthir is being told by Lord Krishna, you tell Aswasthama is died. And Yudhishthir Maharaj, for short time, he became hesitant. Then immediately his chariot touched the ground and he realized, there is something wrong in my thinking like this. He corrected himself. So this is the what Lord is telling. What Lord is telling is actually that is the religious principles. So this been informed to Priyavrata Maharaj. Now Priyavrata Maharaj, without any doubt, he makes this decision. He makes this decision that I will enter into Grahastha ashram. And we will see that just by entering into Grahastha ashram, carrying out the duty, order of Lord, actually the Priyavrata Maharaj will get an opportunity to glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is his devotional service. And he will actually achieve the Krishna Prema, love of Krishna. On the other hand, would have been not so successful. So this is actually the point of consideration. Prabhupada is, generally we hear that Prabhupada in lecture, he will mention this. There are no Muni who doesn't differ in their thought than other Muni. One Muni differs from their argument with other Muni, and therefore is called Muni, thoughtful person. So each one is differing from another one. So with the argument, and if you go and study the scriptures, then people also get confused. So many instructions are given. In the scriptures, according to the three modes and according to the people, there are different types of instructions are given. So it's very difficult ordinarily to come to the conclusion. Very difficult. So how one can follow, what one should follow? Then it is concluded that Mahajano yena gata sapantha. One should follow the great authorities. without any doubt. You can just follow, what they are saying, or what, in which path they have taken. So this is one can be rest assured that he will be successful. So this Mahajana, Brahm, Sambhu, Swambhu, Sambhu, Manu, Kapilo, they are all great personalities. So one can definitely follow what they are doing and will be successful. And here we see that Privata Maharaj, initially he was thinking, no, I should remain in renounced order of life. But then when he heard from Lord Brahma, and Lord Brahma said it's been ordered by Lord Vishnu, and he assured him that you will come out very successfully, he actually decided to follow Lord Brahma. So this is actually the criteria for coming to the conclusion. Sri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki jai, Sri Prahlad Nrsimha Dev Bhagwan ki jai, Sri Sai Gaur Sundar ki jai. So this one point is very important in this verse, that Privata Maharaj, he makes a sacrifice, and he gives up his renounced order, and then he enters into Grahastha life. Now the second point here, it is mentioned that after entering Grahastha ashram, Grahastha life, he married. After accepting the kingdom, he married. Not only he married, he got several children from his wife. So this point is very important to note. One time one devotee went and asked Guru Maharaj. For a very long time, he was thinking whether I should remain brahmachari or I should join Grahastha ashram. From inside, he was thinking he should join brahmachari ashram. But in his family, everybody was telling, they were all devotees. So they are telling, no, you get married. And then he was also thinking, whether should I listen to them or should I enter into brahmachari ashram. Again, enter into Grahastha ashram means a lot of responsibility will be there. Meaning brahmachari ashram better. So he went and asked Guru Maharaj, what should I do? Then Guru Maharaj replied, either you be brahmachari or be grahastha, but do not be brahmastha. Either get married or stay in the brahmachari ashram, but don't be in between. Then he asked several times, 3 times he asked, 3 times Guru Maharaj replied the same thing. That either you get married or you be in brahmachari ashram, but don't be in between. So this in-between position is not very much appreciated. Here we see also Prabhupada is telling that one should, when one has taken the path of pravritti marga, he should get married. And get married means actually staying with wife and having children. That is meaning of Grahastha life. Of course, we'll see that modern time, it is now it is completely becoming topsy-turvy. We see many devotees, they get married, but they don't stay together or they don't have children. And actually their Grahastha life is not fulfilled. Here it is mentioned, Prabhupada is writing, that is not actually correct. I'll read that. Prabhupada is telling that the three words in this verse is very significant. Uha, Vava. These words are used to express wonder. Priyavat Maharaj. Prabhupada is writing here that uh, as long as I am in household life, he's quoting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as long as I am in household life, he told his mother, I must have a wife. For household life does not mean staying in a house. Real household life means living in a house with a wife. So we can see many acharyas also in our parampara. Srinivas Acharya, we know when Veer, he made the king from who got back from whom he got all back the writings of Goswamis. And then since he has to deal with him, he stayed back and guided him, and his whole kingdom turned into Vaishnava. The whole kingdom itself, because king itself has become devotee, and then he is ordered everybody to follow all the four regulative principles, and he made necessary arrangements. Then this a lot of preaching was done. So Srinivas Acharya, he decides, earlier he was a brahmachari, later he decides, because I have to deal with this king, I have to be regular guiding him. So he entered into Grihastha ashram. So on the another example, I forgot the name, there was one Acharya who was just asked, he was asked to get married, and he was not at all interested. And then he was said, no, you just be there for one day, and then you can leave. And then he got married, and then he left next day, like that. So on the higher principle, when he's been ordered by one's spiritual master, and that is being carried out in a parampara and directly coming from the Lord. When we see that Privrata Maharaj, he has decided to get married, and then he does his Grihastha duties very nicely, and he carries out his duties as a king also very nicely. And he will go back to Godhead. Prabhupada is writing here. Another point we can see, Prabhupada is writing that Prabhupada is telling, I am in sannyasa order, but then generally, since I have started this Krishna conscious movement, I am preaching in the West, I am getting my disciples getting married. Not only that, I am performing their marriage ceremony. So he's saying, since this cannot be avoided in the society, there are people who has to get married for their spiritual upliftment. Otherwise, they won't be peaceful, they won't practice Krishna consciousness properly. So he's saying it is required. And it is my duty as their spiritual guide or spiritual master to get them married. So I though I am a sannyasi, but I am doing this. And Prabhupada is telling, I am doing because my Guru Maharaj wanted this, to establish this Daiva Varnashram system. Daiva Varnashram system, Varnashram system we know means 4 order and 4 varnas, four varnas and social and spiritual order. Then Daiva means transcendental. So this transcendental orders of social and transcendental, social and spiritual order, Daiva Varnashram system. So Prabhupada is telling his spiritual master Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, he wanted, it's mentioned, Prabhupada is writing, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, however, wanted to re-establish Daiva Varnashrama. So Daiva Varnashrama, Prabhupada is writing that it's not, generally we see in a lineage, people are coming as a Brahmanas, coming as Kshatriya and Vaishya and Shudra. In Vedic society, we will see this was the tradition. all the Kshatriyas children also will be like Kshatriyas, Brahmanas children will be Brahmanas, Vaishya children will be Vaishyas, Sudra children will be like Sudra. Exceptionally, we will see that there will be like Kshatriya children will become Brahmana, or Brahmana children will become Kshatriya. It was not on the regular basis. But here, in this society, we will see that everyone starts with Kalau Sudra Sampava. Everybody starts with degraded position, and then under the guidance and training, one actually raised on the spiritual platform, and he is raised to the platform of taking a second initiation to become a Brahmana. So earlier it was not like that. Earlier it was an exception, but now we see that it becomes regular process, that one person is trained, and he on the spiritual merit he is given Brahmin initiation. So Prabhupada is telling that his spiritual master wanted this to re-establish Devi Varnashram system for the upliftment of society. And he supported this. That's how the system should be. As Krishna also has mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, Chaturvanya Maya system, Gun Karma Vibhagasa. This Varnashram system should be based on Guna and Karma, not on the birth. Not on the birth considerations, but on the considerations of quality and the work. So, Prabhupada desired that this Varnashram system should be revived, because unless until it is revived, then Krishna consciousness cannot. It's not so easy to reach it out to the masses of people, to everyone, because not everybody will immediately take Krishna pure devotional service. Pure devotional service, people may not be immediately able to take. So they need to gradually trained. Therefore, this Varnashram system Prabhupada wanted to revive, and there, not that everyone will take second initiation and then do whichever work one is inclined, and whichever standard one is able to rise, according to that one is provided service and guidance, and in this way people will remain very peaceful, and naturally they will advance in Krishna consciousness from wherever they are, and people will have security in the Varnashram system. They will feel very peaceful, and they will be very happy and prosperous society, and that's how more and more people will like to come and join, and in this way Krishna consciousness will naturally spread. It's a very natural system. But the most important thing in establishing the Varnashram system is actually the most important system is one's attraction towards the Lord, attraction towards the pure devotee of the Lord. As we every day we are singing Prema Bhakti Jahan Hoite Avidya Vinasa Jate Vede Gaye Jahara Charita. So at this present time, how one can revive the Varnashram system, it seems very it seems impossible task, and that is actually, it is very difficult and not so easy to revive, but somehow or other, when we actually revive that our loving relationship with Srila Prabhupada, with great devotees, because of that force, one will be able to come out of this so much of barriers from mode of ignorance and passion, and be able to rise themselves in the goodness and transcendental goodness. And in this way we'll carry out our duty more easily. Vede Gai Jahara Charita. Though it is very difficult, but it is possible. Like we can see how in the Western society there were so many of Prabhupada disciples. They were able to take up Krishna consciousness so seriously. Instantly they gave up all meat eating, all the unwanted things, and they actually so much were eager and attracted by his purity that they they sacrificed everything, and then they helped him to spread Krishna consciousness. So the same principle, we already have seen that, and the same has to be repeated everywhere. Just it has to be repeated everywhere. So somehow or other we actually we are able to revive that loving spirit among the devotees, among the members, and Srila Prabhupada, and in this way loving Krishna, then actually it becomes a very natural thing. It becomes much more simpler, because then only we need to form a system, and everybody will do as they have been asked, as there have been requirement. They will do on their own itself. They no need to actually force or worry so much. So that spirit is required, that cooperation and all that will come. Prabhupada mentioned your love towards me will be displayed, how much you love to cooperate to push this movement. So that one we need to work on that, to cultivate our relationship with Srila Prabhupada, our founder Acharya, and in this way with all the devotees. Prabhupada is telling that he wants to revive this Krishna conscious Varnashram system, and this is one of the function of Krishna conscious society. So, and we know this famous quote also. Prabhupada said, I have completed 50% and 50% has to be done by all of you. Means he already made the whole structure, everything, and then now remaining to establish a nice society by which everybody is attracted and would like to join and be part of this. As he mentioned, Daiva Varnashram system, that has to be done by all the followers of Srila Prabhupada together. Patit Pawan Srila Prabhupada ki jai.